Designed this housing, and then IMAX built it. Weighs about 1,250 pounds, and it's a, you know, it's a ridiculous system for filming wildlife. You take a really big boat that's got a crane and a dozen people on board and a team of 6 divers down underwater to carry all the gear, and you set it up to, you know, film a fish laying eggs. It's a bizarre thing.
So this is, you want to talk about changing film and how long, remind us how long a roll of film lasts and what it takes to actually change the roll.
Well, again, it will actually take a pair of 2,500-foot rolls, but they were rather problematic. They jammed a lot, and so we ended up using mostly 1,000-foot rolls, a pair of them, and that ran for 3 minutes before we had to change film.
Would you be able to change that film if you had to, Howard?
Oh no, this is the only camera I've ever used that I had no idea how to load it.
Yeah, and it took several people, and how long to just change the film? Shoot 3 minutes, you hook the camera on the crane, you bring it back on the boat, then what's...
Well, typically we would take the camera down and set up to shoot a sequence. We would have 3 minutes to work with, so your timing had to be pretty good. And then when we were out of film, we would call a launch and recovery team to come down and get the camera. That way the camera team didn't have to, you know, go through decompression to bring it back up. And we would just stay underwater and send the camera up to the boat. They would reload it. That would take about 30 minutes. And then the launch and recovery team would bring it back down. And in many ways it made life pretty simple. We'd have a late breakfast and go underwater and stay there until, you know, it was lunchtime. Come up and have lunch, and then in the afternoon we go back down and make another dive, and they'd be, you know, 2 or 3 hour dives.
And so thanks to the rebreathers, typical dive to shoot the 3 minute, well, typical dive would be possibly up to 2 hours, and it could take 45 minutes just to get the camera down and set up. If we were doing lockdown work, we'd lock it down on a tripod and set the tripod in an area where we wouldn't do any damage, and get things ready, get the lights, get the fish used to us being there, and then let the silt settle. And it could take 2 hours to shoot that 3 minutes of footage.
So you can imagine trying to make a whole movie this way, which just makes me in awe of what you guys have accomplished. Let's talk, how did you communicate?